and our community for 100 years.
Even though Ooltewah may be the fastest growing part of Hamilton County, you will still find plenty of beautiful pasture land and horse farms there. Stars Sportshorses welcome experienced English riders as well as beginners. We are so happy this morning to have Amy Vanner this morning. She is a native of Ooltewah, but the beautiful pasture land that you see really isn't your home base for Stars. You're kind of landlocked, as you put it. But you've got that love of horses that you're bringing to your clientele every day.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
I have to pick your brain a little bit since you did grow up in that area. You remember Ooltewah.
Oh, yes.
Before it is what it is now. I bet there were lots of horses you saw roaming about in people's yards.
Lots of horses and lots of cattle. We didn't even really have a stoplight. It was just a flashing light.
Yeah.
So it's very different now.
So you've kind of been in different parts of the state, different parts even of Hamilton County. About 6 years ago, you came to the location where you are now, which is on Mountain View Road, right?
I'm on Rancho Drive, which is
Okay.
right off of Mountain View.
So if you know where Frost Cutlery is, that's kind of where you are.
Yes.
But if you have the right instruction, Amy, especially when it comes to English writing, and we'll talk about what that involves, you don't have to have lots of trails to go on. The arena is really your home.
It is, yes. Because there's all sorts of things we can do. A lot of people, especially the kids, really want to get into jumping because it's fun. You know, and we can go trail riding at places like Enterprise, but most of what we do is going to be in the arena, or some of us ride out in the fields when they're more advanced.
So I want to talk a little bit about what it looks like to come as a first timer.
Okay.
Because there are people who are watching who may have always had this dream of riding a horse or would love for their child to perhaps begin riding, but they don't know much about it. I was one of those people, and my younger daughter began to ride in the 3rd grade.
Okay.
And it transformed things for her. She was a horse girl. You see that right away, don't you?
Oh, yes. I think horsehair is addictive.
But when the kids come to you, they're learning more than how to ride that horse.
Yes.
There's a lot of responsibility that goes in with it.
There is, yeah. And they learn a lot of life skills. And I think especially these days, it's so important to get them away from the screens and get them out doing something. You know, and that's the biggest thing I try to focus on, but it's going to teach them empathy, responsibility, teamwork, you know,
Patience.
Patience, putting the horse before you. You know, the horse isn't always going to do what you want it to do when you're on it.
Right.
And it teaches them how to, you know, how to deal with that without, you know, getting angry, and it helps them work through their emotions too.
You do have a stable of horses, of teaching horses, so you kind of know how to pair the right student with the right horse.
Yes.
That's important.
It is very important, yes. Because we want everyone to feel safe, and, you know, we don't want anyone to get hurt. I mean, they are large animals. We want to keep everyone safe, but, you know, you also don't want to give someone too much horse to where they don't progress and they don't learn and they just get frustrated, and, you know, we don't want that to happen. We want them to get excited and keep coming back and, you know, really build a partnership with the horse.
So when people come to you, and there might be people watching too, by the way, who are experienced riders, and maybe you're looking for a new place, you are very much still in the game, so to speak. This gorgeous horse behind me is yours.
Yes.
And you're showing him. What's his name?
Locutus AV. He's a 7-year-old stallion. I bred his mom, and he was born in my stable. And so now he's competing, and hopefully maybe around by the end of next year, he should be at the Grand Prix jumping level.
So this is professional level training that you're going to get, but it's at your comfort level. So if you're not looking to pursue it the way Amy here is, you can still come and find your place there.
Yes, we have people of all ages. Some people just come just, you know, for the horse experience. Like a lot of my adults, they're busy professionals. They have stressful jobs. They want to just ride the horse for the stress relief and just the partnership of the horse. And then I have some people that, you know, they come to the shows right along with me.
Do you find that the horses feel the emotion of the rider?
They definitely do, yes.
So if you get onto the horse stressed, the horse can kind of feel that?
They can, yes.
And will they do what they can to offset that feeling for you?
So they all react differently. That's why it's so important to pair the right person with the right horse. There are some that are more sensitive, and if you're too stressed, I mean, it's just not going to work at all. Nothing's going to go right. So I always tell my students, you know, when they come through the gate, I teach a lot of mindfulness. When you come through the gate, just kind of act like there's a trash bin there and just set all of your stress and all of the baggage from the day, just put it there in the trash can, leave it there, and just walk into the barn and just, you know, enjoy the horses.
And it's not a quick thing, riding a horse. You're not in and out in 45 minutes. You're there for a good 2 hours or so.
Oh, yes.
That's a lot of time to become decompressed, actually, and let the world kind of go away.
It really is. And then you'll meet other people that ride, and, you know, everyone wants to talk about the horses and hang out and just spend time there.
So in terms of getting to you, 30 seconds, I'm going to share your phone number and the website with folks. If they call, they just kind of let you know what they're looking for, and then you find the right entry point?
Yes, that's correct. And I mean, I encourage anyone to come and try us out. We teach everyone from ages 5 and up, and you're never too old to start learning. So
It's one of the greatest gifts you can give your kids or yourself, because it's like total freedom when you're on that horse.
It is.
Thank you, Amy. 596-8286 is her phone number.
Local 3 is celebrating the peak colors of a Smoky Mountain fall with Dollywood's Harvest Festival. You could win 2 tickets to Dollywood or a grand prize including a 4-pack of tickets. Festival tasting